All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Off the play fake. Costello. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Flushed out right. Complete to Newsome. It's a gain of 7, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, set.
Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Now.
Here's Greer now on 2nd down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Here we go, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Tackles, tackles.
On 1st down, it's Greer. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
You got nothing.
61, matchbox light.
first carry for the former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Go! I got 5.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Greer, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, wahoo!
45 the mic, 45 the mic. Switch.
Get it.
Greer on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Greer, that's to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Charlie! Hey, exit!
Hey, Mike 51. I'm coming.
Here's Greer. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Devin White in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, here's Greer. And Thomas has it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
I'm going to come back to you.
Chopper!
Bang, bang! Bang, bang! Switch!
Well, They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Second and goal at the Bucs 12-yard line.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Mike 51. Watch the pass.
On second down, here's Greer. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gano the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll run on first down. Newsome. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The tackle by Brian Burns. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 27-yard line.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Buccaneers 6.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Hey, Haywood. Hey, number 28. Be grip.
To throw on second down. Costello looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Back to throw. Costello. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
High 7. Check 25. 5.
On first and 10, Costello into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. There he goes right side, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Yo, go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Undercrush. Greystone, travel. Go.
Greer will look to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Greer got his target, Samuel, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
It's our time.
Go on.
Shit. Out. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check the out. 45's the mark. 45's the mark.
Ready?
2nd down and goal. Greer, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some time.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Panthers take over.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Greer looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And now it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. Here's Greer again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Alpha.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check nickel. Mike's 56.
Bravo.
Mike's 56.
Hit it.
Throwing on third down, Greer looking downfield for Godwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello, hold in here, Caldwell. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The pickup there, 5 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Hey, Sam off.
Watch twins.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Newsome on the carry. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Costello. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go, go.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey. 51's the mic, 51's the mic. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Hey, wahoo. Get it.
On 2nd and 10, Greer. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The pass there complete to Sutton, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. On 1st down, Newsom. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Costello. He's going to let this thing go deep for Caldwell. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to look deep down the field. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Newsom. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Gay's kick is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, Haywood!
A shotgun snap for Greer. Forced out to his left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, let's go.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
On 3rd down, Greer. He'll get this one complete to Terry Godwin. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
70, Indy.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Get it.
Throwing on 1st down. Costello. He completes this to Sutton. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Watch the edge.
Now Newsome. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Again, it's Newsome. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Costello being chased out left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 60 or.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 51.
Ready.
Greer operating from the gun. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
Bring it. Mike 51. Switch up. 51's the Mike. Let's
Hey, Alpha.
Let's get off the field.
To throw on 3rd down. Greer. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Costello got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Come on, set. 91. I'm here all day.
At the 38-yard
line.
To throw on second down. Costello. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Costello. Going up top. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Recon, 130.
They're going to try and run. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Smith.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. I got it. Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
Greer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I got you, sir. Check 31. Check 31.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
56. Check 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
On the ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Ready.
On first down, Costello. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep down. It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Greer now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. First down, Greer. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Rock it. Go.
Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Get it.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Set. 10-2 start. Hey, team 6.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Greer. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They'll look to throw. It's completed to Caldwell. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. 56. It's a party now. It's a party now. X3. 218. Chop. Shoot.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
10 Lobo. Hey, wahoo!
He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and now it's third down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, Costello. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to win the football game.
Hey, lock it.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Panthers, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.